So I'm vlogging Manchester City Centre. I'm from Sheffield. I've been vlogging Sheffield since start of lockdown. I thought I'd come out to Manchester today. I just thought I'd show you the edge of Deansgate, I mean, and then walk back down towards Piccadilly if I've got the right direction now. But you can see the older buildings. I think that's Oxford Road train station if I'm right. And hopefully if I pick up down here, this will take me back down to Piccadilly. There's some colossal new developments going off in Manchester, far out dwarfing what's going off in Sheffield. But you've still got some lovely old buildings as well, which I want to capture on film to show the folks back in Sheffield and any new followers from Manchester. Looking back towards Deansgate over there. I think there's an 80-storey skyscraper in there. So you can see the colossal new student flats up there. And one of the problems is that I found with Sheffield is the student flats that they're not really flats, they're actually social living where you've got a bedroom but then you share a kitchen and bathroom, etc. They sort of just pack them in. But what we'll do is just get quickly on the other side of the road because I've seen a really fantastic building on the other side. One thing in Manchester is you seem to have got a lot more buildings remaining than in Sheffield. You've got a little bit of urban decay down here. But a bit like Sheffield, Manchester's changed drastically the last 20 years. There's a definite reset of society going ahead. Just want to quickly show you around here, this new building going up. But we've got our first two major skyscrapers coming to Sheffield shortly. Which will be our tallest buildings, but nothing more than like 30 or 40 stories. See some of the old buildings down there. We're on Cambridge Street at the moment. We'll get back down to where I want to go to show you some of these fantastic buildings down here. So you can see Oxford Road train station here. Massive new student flats down there. But just in a moment I'm going to really contrast it for you. This absolutely magnificent building here on the corner of Oxford Street and Whitworth Street. So I'll go down to both sides and film it from both sides. But I'm going to walk back down Whitworth Street in a moment. I just want to show you the grandeur of Manchester around here. It's just out of a different world. You'd actually think that we never even built this building in the first place. It was a different civilization because it's just so absolutely out of this world. So we're on the Oxford Street side, and just look at these windows right at ground level. But the beauty in this building is just something else. So I don't know what it was. I'm going to have to research this when I get back home. It says Refuge Assurance Company Limited, so I don't know what it means. Whether it was an insurance company of some kind in the past or what. This is for Dave Ebony, if he's not already seen it. Find his channel on YouTube. So we're on the Oxford Street side. Let's just zoom in on some of the window areas. Just look at the detail in it. We've just got nothing to match this in Sheffield. Thought we got some beautiful buildings, the odd one, but this one just is absolutely on another level. We'll get onto the Whitham Street side. So just here I've captured what looks like a noseman on that bit of artwork there on the corner. Now we're on the Whitham Street side of it, which I'm assuming Whitham Street's after the Fred. But the attention to detail is something else. I mean, look at that. Castle just there. I really can't believe somebody chiselled all this lot out. To me it looks like it was laser cut, not somebody walking around with a chisel. See if we can get a better view on the other corner. I mean, this building alone probably deserves an hour of my time, but I'm just skirting through Manchester. You can see. Just absolutely colossal.
Yeah.
As I was walking in from Piccadilly along Whitham Street, I noticed these buildings earlier, but I was so after filming Deansgate to start with, to show people these buildings, they're just like from a different time. The grandeur of them. Now it seems much busier than Sheffield. I think I'm right on the edge of the town centre, and it is a lot harder to film here than back home in my city of Sheffield. You always seem to be in somebody's way here. I just want to contrast you down here. I mean, you've got the cobble area, and you've got the modern buildings. Behind it. But I love the number of like canals running through Manchester. I bet I could do a video on the canals alone. I mean, this is just another absolutely extraordinary building. I'm usually moaning about everything being destructed in Sheffield, and I'm just seeing absolute, it's like we had probably the best toy store outside London called Redgate's in Sheffield, and I feel like I'm in Redgate's toy store as a 10-year-old again. Just look at this building. I don't even know what this one is. No, nothing on it, but I mean, look at some of the symbolism on it. Anybody who's watched my Sheffield videos won't be used to me not moaning. It's just wonderful, and I bet people just take it for granted in Manchester. I bet they just walk past it and don't even see it. But I can remember driving up a road like this back in the 1990s, and I think I'm actually on it now. I think this was the road I saw back then. Must have been Whitworth Street, and I didn't know that's what it was called. But Manchester looks a lot more accessible than my home city of Sheffield for getting in and out. Not as beautiful building this one, but it's still quite some building. Just looking back at that building. I think the problem is that, yeah, we only had about a few more deaths than Manchester in the Second World War in the bombing, but I think they hit a lot more our town centre. Big areas of it were completely wiped out. I don't think that's been so much the case with Manchester. When I look at the buildings you've got left, I've seen some old pictures of Sheffield, and we had some buildings like that that just got completely wiped out. When I walked in from Piccadilly earlier today, I noticed these buildings, but I was in such a rush to get down to Deansgate so I could capture as much as I could do. Even down the side, we've got beautiful buildings down the side of there as well. I'll see if I can get across there and film down there. Not much better view down there either, but we'll get back round to the front of the building. So just before I go to the front of that building, we've got another one here. With a lovely cobbled street. Sure, Manchester used to have these big chimneys everywhere, like all the northern towns, with the exception of Sheffield. Well, that's Lancaster House there. So there must be some history behind these buildings. Where did all the wealth come from? If it's the road I once drove down in the 1970s, I was stressed coming down here, but I still saw this beauty at the time. And it's took me from 1990 to 2023 to come back and film it. And look at that on the top as well. Just feel like a kid in a toy shop. Try not to get run over because I don't know these roads at all. I mean, it just gets, let's use the word, more delightful, doesn't it? Asia House down there. I'll walk down that bit too. The road. In fact, I'm just going to spin round here and show you around here as well. This is like fairy tale castle, this. So this is Princes Street as well. Come on, Dave Ebony. I bet this blows your brain. And also Dora Vernon, aka Miss Avisham. We've got the canal here, as you can see. But can anybody tell me how many canals you've got running through the middle of Manchester? We've got one in Sheffield. Show you some of the modern. I mean, even down there, if you look right down there, and look at the contrast there. Princes Street alone is some street. I mean, I worked in City of London, so I take a bit of impression, if you know what I mean. And I'm impressed, I can tell you. I would say if I don't get anything else in Manchester today, I won't be bothered. This is the sort of thing I wanted to capture. I mean, this one is absolutely colossal. Where did this well come from? As you can see, there was a lot more wealth here than ever in Sheffield. The grandeur of the buildings. Go a bit more down here and then come back. But it's just absolutely everywhere. And just see another one down there as well. I'm just going to zoom in, I'm not even walking down there. I bet people just walk past these buildings. I mean, look at this stuff on here. And it just goes on and on. So you've got Chinatown down there. Now that just looked like Chinatown I remember in London. You can see why it's called Princes Street. What I'm going to do is quickly fast forward, get down there and do some more down there. I mean, some of these buildings remind me of what I was seeing in the City of London back in the 90s. This is Liverpool and London Globe Insurance. Just everywhere. just can't believe it. I'm going to go back up here again. So it looks like we're pretty close to the centre of Manchester, where you can see their trams. And I'm going to get back onto Whitworth Street, and I'm losing track really where I am. I just want to capture as much of Manchester as I can today. All the beautiful buildings. It's like I'm doing a comparison of Sheffield here. We're lucky to see one tram outside our cathedral, and there's one tram after another. It's quite a shock really, because these are running like the old-fashioned trams we used to have in Sheffield. We've got like big super trams and that, but it means then you've got to wait for the next tram, and these they're just all over the place. There must be 12 trams actually here at the moment. It's putting my city of Sheffield to shame. I just can't believe it. This is how a tram network should be running. What I'm seeing though, same as in Sheffield, it's quite flat in Manchester. There's nobody on the bikes, very few. That's another tram, they're just everywhere. The warning to Manchester is, it's beautiful. The more they actually knock your pass down, the more they control your future. Because Sheffield's past has been completely erased. From what I'm seeing now in Manchester, this is how we would have been before the Second World War. I want to capture a few of the beautiful buildings in Manchester, because I've never seen so many. They're down other roads as well, but I just want to keep on the main Whitworth Road.
Right in here.
But it's great to see a city with people in. And you've got the Trafford Centre in Manchester, so we're always told, oh, it's Meadowhall that killed Sheffield city centre, but yours is thriving. So that's Deansgate back down there. You can just see the high rises down there, but
I was so naive. I was so naive that I thought like
to me this is how our city should look viewed. They're absolutely beautiful. I need to just switch sides because I think I've done this side. But this looks like from a different civilization, because the buildings we now put up, we can't build these type of buildings anymore. And we've got loads of lower levels down here as well. Just have a look at these lower levels, see how far they go down. As you can see, that goes down quite a way down there. And I bet most people just walk past this line, don't even see it. As I did in Sheffield City Centre for 15 years and never noticed anything around me. So we're coming back to Whitworth Street now. They don't completely getting lost, but I think I'm on the right track again. I was actually going to show you down here before I walk down there, so I'll have a quick walk down the other side as well. See back down Whitworth Street there. I'm glad I brought my other battery today. Asia House there. Probably another cobble road. But just what was it like back when the town centres really were thriving back in the 19th century, when all the buildings looked like this. I can just see another one here now. I have to stick my head through here, just show it you. But like, what was it like when 19th century in Manchester, when the town centre would have been on another level to even this? Where did they get all the wealth from? There's even another building down there. But I just love the red brick buildings. But I'm going to have to call this video Manchester City Centre Fairy Tale and Life. But you can see the modern building, and that's what I'm warning against. That's why I came across. You've got to be careful, you keep hold of your past. You now start to see the modern buildings now appearing. I'm hoping I'm very close now to Piccadilly. No, I'm not. I'm going cold there. I'm having to go back, so I'll get back onto Whitworth Road. So I've took you down Princes Street on the right. That's Whitworth Street, coming away from Deansgate. And now I'm going to go back towards Piccadilly. I completely lost my bearings then. So deceiving with these buildings. I think you go blasé about it in the end, because I just don't think people probably appreciate these buildings from Manchester probably as much as they probably should. You just take them for granted. Yeah, let's just zoom in right up there. I mean, the Mudflood people will be saying these are Mudflood buildings, just not built by any civilization we've ever come from. Because we're not capable of doing this anymore, are we? You can just see the contrast to the modern versus these beautiful red brick buildings.
Yeah, she used to run with
So I'm very close to Piccadilly now. It's a completely alien city to me. I think I've only ever worked in Manchester once, and then I've been to Old Trafford and Main Road once to watch football matches. But that's my knowledge of Manchester. I need to just go down there and get that building as well, on Sackville Street. These beautiful buildings are just absolutely everywhere. So this is Bombay Street. So what, like, this just gets me, what's all these windows doing down at the bottom like this? It's just, but look at this, just another absolutely fantastic building. People must just switch off to this. And look at that. It's absolutely awesome. And it says it was built in 1898. The windows in it, I mean, you can probably see them. I don't know how well you'll see them on film compared with what I'm seeing them. But the detail. I've just skirted over Manchester today. Absolutely. I was hoping to find Piccadilly Gardens as well. So look at this sort of stuff up here. Come on, Miss Abisham, what do you reckon to this? So somebody chiselled all of this. I'm starting to think, no they didn't. I don't know how they did it, but I can't believe people chisel all this lot. It's kind of giving me an headache looking at everything around here. I was saying I was going to go back down to London City, but I might just blow my head down there. So we built this in 1898. I wonder how many years it took to build. Has anybody got any pictures of it being built? So just here, you've got what looks like an old-fashioned bit, and then it looks more modern on top, as though it's not. Look at that building there. Then you look at that frontage bit, that looks much older, the frontage bit, to the rest of the building. But saying again, it might have just been cleaned up. I'll just try and show you more of the contrast. You've got the modern building up here, but it's no way anywhere like this stuff around here. I'm just looking where I'm going. So I'm going down here where you can see it's all been modernised now. You can see the difference. I bet so many of the other buildings in Manchester have actually gone, but they've still got so many. Another beautiful building there. I'm just going completely switching off to it now. I mean, that's your future if you're not careful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call that a day because I don't want to spoil the video. It's just so fantastic. I just can't believe these buildings in Manchester.